Good morning, boys. Good morning, men. It's about 10 to 5 over here in Bali, and I want to come on here and talk to you guys about something that actually I've been struggling with lately, and I've struggled with for a long time, my personal development journey. We just finished up a run that I've added to my morning routine lately because I wanted to push myself that little bit harder. I wanted to create a new identity. I wanted to create a new mindset over here because I brought my old one with me, but that stopped. New morning routine, 4:10, wake up, get outside, go on a run or go on a walk, just get some fresh air so we're not stuck in a room 24/7, do something hard. For the morning is the reasoning behind that. But there's something that I've been struggling with a lot lately that I know a lot of men struggle with. And it's that goal that you have in your head. It could be the physique. It could be, you want to start a business. You want to be successful in your career. You want to do something with your life that no one else around you really wants you to do. And it's hard because you have all these thoughts in your head, and so do I. When I lie in bed at night, how do you externalize these thoughts? How do you bring these thoughts to action? Because I've always said, belief is backed by action, right? So you first have to believe something, and I first had to believe to be able to come over here. But it has to be backed by action. But how do we actually make this action happen in our lives? Because it's so easy to get caught in this mental rut, this mental masturbation that I've been caught in lately, where I'm just learning new things. And I think, oh, fuck yes, I'm going to implement this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to add this to my life here and do this and this. And there's a million different fucking things going on, and you don't know who to believe or you don't know what to do. Because I've got a couple mentors right now. One says that you should become the highest version of yourself, but one says that we never get to create this highest version of ourselves because as we grow, we only create a new higher version of ourselves, which I think is the fucking truth. But how do you bring these thoughts that you go through, that no one else has, that only you have, when you lie there in bed at night and you think, damn, maybe there is a chance, maybe there is an opportunity, maybe I can do something great with my life. Maybe that I can build the physique. Maybe that I can lose the weight. Maybe that I can progress in my career. But how do you bring these to life when no one else around you believes in you? Because when I was sleeping on my mother's couch, no one believed in me. My mum didn't believe in me. She always said, oh, but what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this doesn't work out? What happens then? And I always said to her, every single time, if it doesn't work out, guess what? I'll fucking try again. But that's not the answer that I'm coming here to give you. Because being caught in this mental masturbation and of just fucking learning and just not actually implementing it, your dreams don't become a reality by just dreaming. Your dreams don't become a reality by just believing that they can happen. And I'm talking to myself here as well. I'm yelling at myself here as well. Because I need to be better. When I'm walking on the Stairmaster, I have all these great ideas. I'm like, how do I actually externalize these thoughts that are going on in my head when I lie there in bed at night and no one else around me wants what I want? No one else around me believes me. I don't even know who to talk to. I don't even know how to make these thoughts a reality, but all I know is that I have them. How do you create something in you that takes the actions required to create the man that you want to become? How do we externalize these fucking thoughts in our head? How? Is a question that's rung over and over and over and over again while I've been stuck in the struggle. And this method that I really do try use, and I'm going to give to you, is called the action method. But the reality is that we can't use this action method until we do what we're about to do right now together. Because you actually have the dream. You might have a dream body in your head. You might have a dream career in your head. You might have a dream outcome in your head right now. But do you know what it actually takes to get there? Do you know how to actually get there? When no one else is there, what are you going to do when it's just you versus you and your own thoughts, and the old version of you wants to grab you by the balls and just keep you right where you fucking are? What do you do then? How do you win that battle? How do you back your belief by action? How do you take that action? Well, it comes down to one really simple damn thing. Two really damn simple things. We have to create this version of you that isn't the highest version of you. Right, you right now probably think, I want to be this big masculine man. I want to create this identity that I can become and I can bring to reality. I want that dream physique. I want the shredded six-pack abs. I want that career where I'm earning more money. But the thing that I went wrong with for so long is thinking, I want this fucking far away thing. I want this really difficult thing that's so far away. But when we think like that, we get discouraged because we realize how fucking far away it really is. How difficult that really is. So instead of trying to create this version, we're going to create this version. And as we progress this version, it's going to inevitably continue to push this version higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. But when we focus on this version here, when we focus, because we're here right now, when we focus on this version right here, if we only have to make this small jump, it seems a lot more damn fucking possible. A lot more damn possible to win that battle in here. When it's hard, when it's difficult. When you only have to take 3 steps instead of having to take 25, it makes so much damn difference on getting over that mental rut, that difficult position that you're sitting in right now, where you just can't seem to back your action. You can't seem to back your belief by action. We have to create this version, not this one. Yes, have this one in mind. Yes, keep it that it's possible, because it is. Because it's important to know, to have that person, to aspire to be like, to drag this person up. But when we create this person, taking those 3 steps is so much damn easier than taking the 25. But when you get here, you think to yourself, okay, well, I actually did what I said. I actually kept the promises to myself. I actually fulfilled on myself. I didn't break the trust internally with myself. And stop trying to create this fucking high version of you. Stop trying to create him. Yes, break down the actions that it might take to get to him, but really break down the next 3 steps that you have to take. Because there's probably 25 between here and here. But when there's only 3 that we have to fucking work towards every single solitary day, that makes life so much damn easier. You still find fulfillment because you're not choosing comfort. You're not choosing the easy option, and you're actually backing your belief by fucking action, by taking 3 simple steps every single solitary day. Every single solitary day. If you can win that battle inside your own head, just with 3 simple fucking daily habits, 3 simple steps to get to that lower version of you, it's only gonna push as we focus on the process. Because bang, when you suddenly win that battle, that's when belief just gets that little bit stronger. When I was sleeping on my mum's couch, when I was waking up at 4:45 in the morning, or 3:45 in the morning, every single solitary day, when I was winning that mental battle, knowing that I won that, knowing that after that, I'd get into the hardest task of the day after I'd go and walk on the treadmill, right? That's 3 simple damn tasks to progress to that next version of you. And this is the thing that's beautiful about this, is that you can grab this, and when you come up here, right, when you take these 3 simple steps, all it is, when you get here, because it's only 3 things, it's really, really easy to have as a habit now. It's really, really easy to have it as your mindset right now. That way, when you get here, it's easy to add on top of. It makes it so much damn easier. Rather than trying to take 25 different fucking steps on this self-improvement journey, on this personal development journey, which, because it's so damn confusing, it's so hard, and you just mentally masturbate because I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. No. We picked the 3 most fucking important things that's gonna get you to this version of you. This version of you right here. Right, so if you wanted to build your physique, for example, the only things that you would need to do, right, 30 minutes of cardio, weight train 4 to 5 times per week, and after that, all you're gonna do is track your calories. That's it. That's all you have to do. You set your mind on envisioning the person that you want to become. If he's 20 pounds leaner, right, just make sure you know who that person is. Right? If the future fucking goal is 20 pounds leaner, that's the end goal. Good. That's our highest version. But if we want to build the physique, if we want to get there, we have to break it down to its fundamentals. And when we only have to do 3 things every single solitary day, instead of thinking about that massive end outcome, we think about the process that it takes to get there. That way the weight just starts to fall off, and you start to fall in love with the journey. You start to fall in love with the process, and that's what working out taught me. That's why I fucking love it. Because you have to set your mind, you have to envision. When I wanted to win that bodybuilding show, all I knew that I had to do was win the battle in here, because I knew that I couldn't be the biggest. I knew I wasn't going to be the biggest there. I didn't have enough muscle development, but what I could control was being the fucking leanest. Right, so I took the actions and I figured out what it took to get there. I did more cardio than everyone else. I ate less than everyone else, because that was the man that I wanted to create. And in the end, it made me win those bodybuilding shows. When I was sleeping on my mother's couch, the habits there led me to where I am right now. And when I'm lying in bed at night, the things that I think about right now, those things that you think about, how do you actually get there? It's not by creating this fucking massive person. It's not. It's not. It's first envisioning that man. Yes, we want to do that. Right? But how do we break it down to just 3 simple steps every single solitary day instead of that 25? Because that's all it is. an experience of change over time. That's why it's so hard. That's why I really narrowed it down to 3 steps every single solitary day, because instead of taking these 25 where it feels so confusing, you feel lost, you don't know who to look for, what do? You just know that you can fall back on your 3 needle moving tasks for that day. That's it, right? You can do this in any aspect of your life, and I just use the physique because it's so easy to mentally masturbate. Watch YouTube, oh, I need to learn this. No, you don't. Read this book. No. Focus on one thing at a time that's going to create this inversion of you, right? This inversion that's got every single solitary thing that you want. When you're fighting that mental battle, just remember that you only have 3 fucking things to do. You're only creating this version, but this version is going to get you to that version. But that version is only ever going to grow as you progress, as you believe even more, as you back this thought by action every single solitary day. And that's when everything gets insane. That's where the confidence comes from. That's where the belief comes from. When you learn to derive the pain that you're going through right now and use that as energy on 3 things every single solitary fucking day. After your morning routine, after your 3-step morning routine, you go into your 3 needle moving tasks. That might be to track your calories. That might be to work out, and that might be to do your cardio. Or if you want to get into discipline, if you want to get into personal development, figure out the things that you want to learn, right? Do you want to meditate? Do you want to read books? What is the purpose behind reading the books? Who does that man, why does he read the book that he's reading, right? That's where a lot of people go wrong, and that's where I got stuck, and I have been stuck for a long time. It's so easy just to learn, so easy just to sit there and fucking learn, when reality is belief is only backed by action. I didn't get this shredded 6-pack physique because I sat there and thought about it. No. For 3 to 6 months before I started 75 Hard 2 years ago, I thought about it for 6 to 12 months before I even started, because I was so scared of what other people thought about me. But when you're backing this belief by action with only 3 simple steps and creating this version here, because we're here, we're creating this version. When you go, and eventually we're going to get here. But when you back that belief by action, by just 3 simple steps, it doesn't seem so hard to go against the grain of your own friends. It doesn't seem so hard to go against the grain of your own family. Why? Because it's only 3 things per day, right? That should take you a couple hours max, right? That's a couple hours taken away from you and your family. That's a couple hours taken away from you and your friends. But as you progress, as you get better, you're going to start to back this belief by action, and you're going to want to start learning more. You're going to want to start getting better at every single damn aspect of your life. I don't care who you are, what you are. That's just the way this fucking works. Because when you understand that you can channel your mind to do whatever you want in your life by using the pain, using the struggle that you're going through, using that energy, grabbing it by the balls and actually fucking using it, that's when everything changes. That's when we grow. Man, that's when we grow. But you have to win that mental battle against yourself. And the way we do that is by 3 simple steps every single day. Stop trying to create this fucking man up here and create this person here. Create this person here. 3 simple steps after about 30 days. I can almost guarantee you that's a habit built in. That's a mindset built in. Don't let it slip. But you'll see that your actions, that your belief has been backed by actions. Then you'll know in here, okay, I can do more. I can do more. I can just do that little bit more. I'll add in a couple more things, or I'll start creating that next 3 steps to get to this 25 steps up here. And then boom, bada bing. One thing that I'm going to leave you with is this. Every single cell in your body gets replaced every 11 months. 11. So you think of that high version of you. Everyone will tell you 3 to 6 months. I'm going to tell you 11. Purely because, and it might not even take 11. Depends really how quick you are to act. Depends how much help you want to get. Depends if you get coaching. Depends if you get someone who's done the thing that you want to do. Right? That's how I made so much progress. I got a coach, got a mentor. Now I'm over here. But if you don't want to do it like that, it can take up to 11 months. But this happened all in the span of about 6 to 8 months just because I got coaching, just because I got the help that I knew that I needed. But here, you have this version, right? And this version is 11 months away. Every single cell in your body has changed. The only difference between you not being the person that you are right now and actually making the change is backing your belief that you have that you can get to this person by action every single solitary month. Every single solitary day, right? So if you want to take 11 months, think about 33 different actions, 33 different habits that you can make to create that person. Create 3 per month. 3 per month. And back that action. That way, in the 11 months, you will be a brand new person, but you have to envision the person that you want to become. You have to become that person, man. And that's really it. That's how you win that battle against yourself. That's how you externalize your internal thoughts when you're lying in bed at night. You think of 3 things that you know that you need to do, even if they're wrong. I'd rather you do the 3 things than mentally masturbate, take 10 minutes on each and every single solitary thing, get confused and give up. I'd rather you try 3 things for a month, not see any progress, or 2 months or 3 months and not see any progress, and keep pushing and keep trying, because that'll teach you more than spending 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 10 minutes everywhere. You need to focus on 3 things. That's it, towards that dream outcome that you want. But remember that we're creating the version here. So I hope this method fucking helps. I call it the 3-3-3 method. 3 big goals, 3 daily habits, and 3-step morning routine to get you ready to fucking rip the day. Make sure you know what the goals are. Make sure you know the habits to get there. And never ever fucking stop. Never return back to the old version of you.